Hello, Garry families. Welcome to this week's episode of the Garry 5, where we bring our Garry home to your home. This week, we're going to try and get through a lot of dates, so we'll just jump right to it with Mr. Oakley going over transition plans. Mr. Oakley.
Yeah, that's right. Got lots of dates to throw at you, but really want to talk about some important dates, specifically for 8th grade parents as your kids get ready to transition to high school. Most of our kids are going to go to Rogers. We do have a decent list of kids that are going to Shadle Park. If your kids are going somewhere else, please reach out and ask specific questions about how we can best support that transition. So that being said, if you're not an 8th grade parent, don't stop watching. I've got some things to talk to you about too. And if you hear it again next year, it's going to be okay. So specific dates for this year. We actually did have some Rogers counselors come down and just talk to students for the first time in a couple of classes. Our AVID classes and our CCLR classes got some visits this week from Rogers counselors. And they are just kind of starting the conversation around electives, graduation requirements, and those sorts of things. But starting next week, we have a really cool opportunity. The community school is coming out to visit one of our classes, our 8th grade classes, and they're going to spend all day, and they're going to talk about what is the community school and what can they offer to students and to families. Also next week, the 3rd of February, Shadle Park will be coming. So a counselor from Shadle Park will be coming to have one-on-one conferences with the students from Garry that are going to be going there. So if your student's going to Shadle, that's happening next week. Next, is that Wednesday, the 4th? Rogers counselors will be coming back to meet with another group of students to kind of have that same conversation. And then on the 4th, those Shadle Park families, there is an incoming freshman night at Shadle Park. So if you are going to Shadle Park, February 4th is your incoming freshman night at 6 p.m. The following day, the 5th of February, Rogers has their incoming freshman parent night at Rogers at 6 o'clock. That's your opportunity to go hear from administration, see the school, hear more about clubs and electives and activities, graduation requirements. So that is February 5th, 6 o'clock at Rogers. We'll have a newsletter coming out later next week that puts all of these dates in writing, so check your email for that. Rogers will be back on February 18th. They will actually be physically registering kids. So our 8th grade students will be registering for 9th grade on February 18th. Here at Garry. So that's a big date for them. So make sure you've attended those events. They've paid attention when the counselor comes, and they're ready for that. Our 6th and 7th grade parents, if you're still watching, you didn't give up on me, on March 3rd, 4th, and 5th in advisory, 6th and 7th graders will be registering for next year here at Garry. So they will get to hear about what elective opportunities we're offering next year, what those differences look like from this year, and they'll get to pick their classes for next year. So that registration will happen in advisory March 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And then on June 2nd, we are having a big incoming 6th grader night. And that's going to be really important for our current 6th, 7th graders and some of our 8th graders, because I'm actually asking some of our 8th graders to be part of it, and some of our 7th graders and 6th graders who are on ASB to be part of welcoming our kids in that are new to Garry next year as 6th grade, and welcoming their parents as well. I really look forward to the opportunity for our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders to show parents what kind of kids we have, because they're awesome. And I want them to see the kids that we're turning out that are great leaders, and they're going to be really actively involved on that night on June 2nd, just showing new families what Garry's all about and who our awesome kids are. So those are the dates. If you need to go back and watch it again, go ahead and do so.
Yes, so thanks for catching us this week. I know there's a lot of information. I'll put it all in the description below, but catch us again next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.